Now we're going to talk about vertical stretching and shrinking. So if you think of kind of holding the top and the bottom of a piece of paper and stretching it, what it would do the function. I like to think about, if you put silly putty down on it and got an imprint and then put your hands at the top and the bottom of the silly putty and stretched it or smushed it, that's what we're doing to the function. So what our rule says is if you've got a number bigger than 1, well, the absolute value is bigger than 1, and you multiply it by the function. So you take the whole function, put it in parentheses, and multiply it by a number that's bigger than 1, you're going to stretch it vertically. Okay, so the parent function we're going to start out with here is x cubed plus 3x squared. That's one we've been looking at quite a bit. So I actually already have the x cubed plus 3x squared in my calculator here. Looks like this, so let's go ahead and put that in blue. Now, if we multiply that whole thing by 4, so we're going to put a 4 out in front, and then in parentheses we're going to put x cubed plus 3x squared. This is going to stretch it vertically. Okay, and let's make that bold. Okay, and on here I will put it in red. So we see it gets much kind of taller, it gets stretched. So this is the function there. Okay, now if we want to compress it, shrink it, then we multiply it by a number between 0 and 1. So think of a fraction or a decimal that's less than 1. So here we're going to do 0.25. Let's do that in green. So 0.25 is the same as 1/4, so we're compressing it, we'd say, by a factor of 4. Okay, and let's make this one dotted. Sometimes the dotted doesn't show up great, but we'll try. Okay, let's watch it. So there's the dotted one. We can see it's this one right here. You can see the hump is kind of compressed down, and that's what happens when you vertically shrink it.